excited for chatting. We're going to talk about health and body and mindset and relationship and whatever comes up. So if you have questions, we're happy to answer any questions for you.
That'd be cool. Drop some questions in the comments.
Drop us some questions. And Michelle, since you're here and we can see you on there, can you let us know how the sound is? Can you hear us over the little fountain in the hot tub over there? And I guess since we're poolside, we should give you a view of the pool. Let's do that really quick while everybody's joining in. So we'll start with the hot tub. This is what you're hearing. Hot tub over here. And then the beautiful pool. This is my new favorite spot. You guys, if you've been following me on Instagram, you've probably seen me here a lot lately.
I found a new spot I was going to show you too, so when we get done, we'll take you over there.
Is it at this pool?
Mm-hmm. Right there. That's the pool.
Ooh,
it's a different angle.
Okay.
I mix it up, so.
I can see that. I can see another angle. See things from a new angle. Well, one of the main things that we wanted to talk about today was just like mindset of fitness, right?
No, not really mindset of fitness. That's going to be something that we'll probably dive into, but it's more about this idea, the general purpose of people have, we notice a bit of a pattern in a lot of society where people tend to really, how'd you phrase it? Beat themselves into habits? What was it?
Yeah.
What was the word?
Beat themselves.
Like really beat themselves up into habits? We were just talking about it a minute ago, how people really kind of like beat themselves into their habits, or like really like push themselves into their habits, or like are really hard on themselves into habits.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I know the exact words because I wrote it down earlier. Hating themselves into habits. I think that we have to hate ourselves. Hating ourselves into habits is the way. Yeah,
we were talking about how people have to hate themselves into habits, and you know, we see this in all areas of life. I don't know if you know, Steph and I are both life coaches in different respected niches. I do a lot more business, working with men, help them really grow their business while they reclaim their health. And Steph does a lot with women. Tell them about what you do.
Weight loss, the body, but not from a sense of working out more or eating better, from the sense of diving into the emotional reason why you put on weight in the first place, and how to utilize that to lose weight quicker and more effectively in the long term. And then together we coach on relationships. We have a few clients that we work with one-on-one right now, a couple couples. We coach on love.
In all these different areas, we see the business, the relationship, the health, the body. In all those areas, we see people hating themselves into their habits. It's like we're so quick to give ourselves that drill sergeant kind of like chatter, or just beat ourselves up over just kind of getting outside that rigid structure, that rigid diet, or that rigid plan, or that rigid advice from somebody. Instead of just going with the flow and being easy and gentle on ourselves and letting us step into a natural rhythm, right?
Yeah.
So we see that a lot in every aspect of life, and every aspect of the coaching and the healing that we do. And what we find, I don't know how you want to phrase this, but what we find is with the most significant amount of healing and significant amount of breakthroughs people have is when they stop hating on themselves into their habits, they stop beating themselves up, trying to course correct, but instead become much more gentle with themselves, much more allowing themselves to kind of step outside the line sometimes. You know, really more self-accepting. That's when the real magic starts to happen.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, our society has taught us that shame is required for success. So there's this feeling that like, if I don't give myself some level of shame for eating that unhealthy food, or if I don't shame myself for not working out yesterday, then I'm not going to get the body that I want, right? Like that's what's taught in us. And this is, in doing this for 7 years, this is what I know to be true, is what the reason we think we have to shame ourselves is because we think if we don't shame ourselves, then if we love on ourselves, we're just going to get so lazy, and we're going to eat all the unhealthy food in the world, and we're going to never work out, and we're going to gain hundreds of pounds and be the unhealthiest we've ever been if we just let it be okay that we ate an unhealthy food or missed a workout.
Yeah, a lot of people really subscribe to that idea.
So many people.
That like if they let off on the reins, if they stop cracking the whip on themselves, they're just gonna get confused or disoriented, or they're gonna get out of this state of drive until it's their goal.
Yeah. And what actually happens? What actually happens if you love yourself instead of shame yourself? The opposite of what everyone thinks will happen.
Yeah.
You actually feel really good. So when you're loving yourself and being accepting of yourself, you're removing that need to feel shame. Then you emotionally have an energy that's far higher. And when your energy is higher, you feel better and you feel happier. And when you feel better and happier, you want to make better choices. It's just a natural thing that happens. You can trust me on this if this is new information to you. As someone who's seen this for the last 7 years and watched it happen over and over and over and over again, that fear of you getting out of control and gaining tons of weight by loving yourself is unrealistic. It's not real, and that's not what happens. What happens is you feel so good about yourself that you naturally start making healthier choices, and it's easy. It's not a forced thing. It's like I feel really good and I'm not being hard on myself, and it's okay that I ate that food that was unhealthy yesterday, and it's okay that I missed that workout. I'm still gonna love and accept myself anyway, and I'm still gonna know that I can succeed even though I did that. And then you start eating better, and then you start moving your body more in fun ways, and then you start losing weight really effortlessly. And that's the kind of weight loss that I see in my courses, is the type where people wake up and they look in the mirror and they're like, oh my God, my body's changing every day. I feel like I'm not even trying.
Yeah.
And that's the best kind of weight loss, is where you don't have to try really hard.
Yeah. And we see this a lot, like again, in every aspect of our coaching, whether we're talking about somebody's business or career. You know, when you apply these same principles to that, your career will get 10 times more amazing.
Yeah.
More abundant, much more successful. The relationship starts to be easier when you stop nitpicking at each other and hating each other or hating yourself, and you're trying to be a certain way and just be comfortable in the flow with everything. The relationship gets more loving, more genuine, more sincere, more connected. It's the same thing with weight and the physical body. When we stop treating our body and beating up on our body and hating ourselves into this structure, this rigidity, this like supposed goal we have set, it stops being such a game of I can't let up on the reins, I have to push myself so hard to get there, to a place of ease and flow and having fun with it. And what we see the most is when a lot of people will say, oh, you guys are full of shit because I've tried that before. I've tried self-love. I've tried being in a relaxed state and just going with the flow, and then something blows up and it sabotages everything. Well, the reason is because you haven't healed. You haven't actually dissolved. You haven't released that piece of you that is so used to hating yourself into the habits. So what happens is a lot of people will spend a week or two loving themselves into the lifestyle they truly want. But then there's like something that kind of clicks. So they have like one off day, and the hating themselves back to their habits kicks back in, right? And then shit gets weird. And then it all kind of starts to sabotage. It's a downward spiral. And they're like, oh, well, that didn't work for me. It's like, no, that's really the reason why this is a bit of a practice. It takes some time. You know, they always say it takes 30 to 60 days to instill new habits. But we really believe at the same time, you know, it takes consistent focus on this kind of thing. Like Steph always talks about potty training the puppy mind, because our mind always wants to go back to its natural set point. So we have to keep constantly reminding ourselves. Yeah, old beliefs, old paradigms. We have to constantly keep reminding ourselves that, you know, it's okay to not hate ourselves into the habit, to love ourselves into the lifestyle we want.
Yeah, because what your brain is essentially doing from what Josh is describing right here is like, if you're trying it for a week and then you're going back and forth, like, you're going, okay, I'm going to love myself even though I made a decision that I feel like was really unhealthy for me. And so you're like, cool, did it. And then this, you know, maybe a minute later, your brain goes, no, what we know and believe is true is that you have to be hard on yourself to lose weight. That's not going to work if you just love yourself and lose weight. So then you have to potty train that puppy mind and say, and to give the example of potty training the puppy is you have to take your mind over to the grass and say, this is where you go to the bathroom, and then your mind, the puppy runs away, and then you're like, no, come back to the grass, go to the bathroom here, and then your mind runs away. You have to keep bringing your mind back. Yeah, Pam Grout was the first person I heard say that, and I was like, that's amazing. And so you keep bringing the puppy to the grass, and then what happens? Eventually, one day, the puppy knows and naturally just goes to the grass. So your mind will do the same thing. You have to keep bringing your mind back to the grass, until it goes there naturally. But what your brain is doing is it's going, new belief, okay, I can love myself into weight loss. And then old belief comes back in, and it runs away from the grass, and it goes, no, but you can't have that. That's not possible. We don't believe that's true. And you have to say, okay, no, we're going to come back to the grass. Yes, you can love yourself to weight loss. We're creating a new belief here, and you got to do it over and over.
Most people are making the grass their hating themselves into belief.
Yes.
Or into the goal, into their habit, right? So most people are making that the grass. So even though they can love the new process or whatever, and this ease, simplicity, this flow, they just keep potty training the puppy back into the hating themselves and the habits. Because they're energetically, that does work on certain levels, but it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable for the long term. That's why you see people that hit like 40, 50, 60, and they're like, oh, I'm just spiraling downhill. It's natural. No, it's because they push themselves too hard. They beat themselves up too much in the short term to be sustainable long term. We know 60, 70, 80, 90, 100-year-olds that are still moving fine, that are still living healthy lives, that are still successful in every aspect, because they understand this principle. It's like letting off just enough to allow yourself to really adapt healthily and happily versus like forcing yourself into trying to get to this goal and always like chasing it. So it's a different paradigm, a different way of living, and it takes a lot of trust and faith in the beginning, but there's very simple ways to start it. Very simple baby steps you can do that we like to offer people so you can see it. You can actually see it work for you in your life. I think that's the key, is most people, this can be such a concept that's so far away from a lot of people to grasp immediately, but they need like a baby step to really, that shows them massive results, to really understand like the big aha. And I think that's the biggest thing that we're amazing at, is showing people, 2 or 3 baby steps that's like changes their body, changes their lifestyle, changes their minds, and they're like, oh my God, I've been doing it wrong the whole time. And like, this is it, this is the thing.
And oh my God, it could actually be this.
It can really
easy.
work. Yeah.
Because it's not supposed to be this struggle, this stress, this hard, challenging thing. Yes, diving into your emotions can be very emotional, but it doesn't have to be like so hard. We make it like it's got to be really hard work. That's an old belief, an old paradigm about life.
Yeah.
The hard work thing, like, I'm calling bullshit. Like, it's an old way of thinking.
Yeah. And I think the thing is too that people just need to realize is that we are in a place in the world where we are evolving out of old paradigms entirely. Those are all dissolving away, whether it's business, whether it's relationships, whether it's health. All the old paradigms are dissolving away. And so it's fine if you want to stay in those old paradigms, but just know there's a much more fun, happy, healthy way to do things with the new paradigm that's coming along that so many people are stepping into. And I think the more that you can even, like Steph's a good point, is start to really label those different paradigms as old and new, it makes a lot more sense. Because every generation evolves, right? Every decade or so, things evolve, things change. It's just like fashion, music, whatever we want to talk about in the world, people, everything evolves.
Yeah, all trends.
And I think this is like something that is evolving out of our human consciousness that people are starting to wake up to. I mean, and it's funny because things also evolve, but then sometimes they cycle back around. We're at a time where we are cycling back around to a time when people were way healthier and naturally healthy and living really beautiful, expansive lives without having to go to the gym 5 or 6 days a week, without having to put themselves on a diet. It's just natural. Your body's always known this, right? So what we're doing is teach people how to tap back into that primal, primitive way of living, but in a much more expansive, abundant way. You still have the resources of today, but the energy and the paradigm, the experience is one that's very simple and very aligning with what your body naturally wants to attune to. So I think the biggest thing to think about is, at this place in time, every single person has an opportunity to step into this and try this. And if you all have questions about what we're talking about, definitely put them in the comments below.
We would love to.
We're only going to be on a few more minutes, so definitely put them in the comments below and really get excited about what you're creating here. Like really get excited about what's possible for you, because this is not something that is just like a fly-by-night concept. This is something that has been proven. It's something that we've been doing for almost a decade now, and I know it's going to continue to get better and better and better because people are seeing amazing results every single day.
Yeah, and we want to hear from you. We want to know, when you're listening to this, like, what's making sense to you, what's not, what do you want more clarity on, because everybody's at a different stage of understanding this information, and we want the information to be available to you, and we know you want to learn it if you're on here, so please ask lots of questions, or just at least state to us, oh, I do understand this, or no, I don't understand that.
Yeah. And you want to tell them a little bit about what you have going on?
Yeah, definitely. You probably saw me post about this yesterday, but I was talking about how the fitness industry as a whole really needs like a massive upgrade, because what we're talking about here, it's like that paradigm of like hard work, sweat till you cry. Josh always jokes about like sweat blew Gatorade out of your pores because of all those Gatorade commercials where people are just like, oh, so sweaty, worked myself to death. Like, that's my belief, and what I've seen work and happen for 7 years is we don't have to kill ourselves in order to work out and to get great results for our body. We actually get better results for our body when we are loving and kind to ourselves, and when we build our bodies with love. And that's why I always like talk about building your body with love, or have a course named Body Built by Love. Is your future body gets built off of the thoughts and the things that you do today. So what I was saying is that there has to be workouts, like trainers, people who work out. You have to start making and doing workouts that are built with love, where you're doing them and you're feeling really good about yourself, not really bad about yourself. You're not sitting there like, oh, I'm exhausted and I have to push myself super hard, or oh, I have to go to that workout today and I have to do it because I want to lose weight. It needs to start coming from a place of, I love myself so much that I can't wait to get to my workout. I can't wait to move my body. I'm so excited to see what my body can do. I'm in the middle of this workout and I'm not like, ugh, I have to push myself, or like, oh my God, my body can't keep up. I'm over here going, let's see what I can do. Let's take where I'm at right now and see if I can go a little bit further. Let's see if I can go a little bit further tomorrow. And that's doing a workout from a place of love and empowerment. So I created a tool a couple years ago because I was totally unmotivated to work out, and I was like not getting to the gym, even though every day I'd wake up and be like, gotta get to the gym today, I'm gonna go to the gym. And then I just go to sleep not working out. So I was like, I'm gonna ease myself back in. I'm gonna do 9 minutes of working out every single day, and I'm gonna infuse it with love, and I'm gonna make it very Body Built by Love centered, where it's like empowering and inspiring, and like I'm focusing on what I can do and not what I can't do. And so I did that for 28 days to see how it would go, and it was like way better results than I even imagined it would be. So I opened it up to be available for everybody to do, because it had changed my body so much. I just wanted to share it. So I have this beautiful tool now that anybody can do, and I really truly believe that everyone should have this. Like, everyone needs to have this. It's something you have for life, and you can use it. I've used it frequently. I used it when I first needed to work out. I used it when I was pregnant with Jonathan. I'm using it now. Like, you can just keep using it as a tool, and you can take what you learn in these workouts and apply it to any workout outside of these workouts. So I'm teaching you how to build your body with love. I'm teaching you how to work out with love. I'm teaching you how to change the fitness game completely. So it's
definitely big for that.
It's huge. So it's 28 days of 9-minute workouts. So all you're doing is 9 minutes of working out every day, but you're doing it from a place of love and really hyper focusing on specific movements and specific thoughts while you're doing the movement that increase muscle and burn fat and change your body in a very quick way. And it's very effective, and as I said, you can use it in other workouts outside of this once you learn it, but just at least give yourself this tool so that you have it. And I open it up for you guys for enrollment, so I'm really excited to offer that to you, and it's available right now. It will be closing pretty soon because we're going to get started in September. which is right around the corner.
Nice.
And there's an option for you to start it right away. So don't wait on this. Like, if you have been working out from a place of self-hate, or you haven't been working out at all, and you just don't have a healthy relationship with your body or working out, you need this. Like, this is your tool to learn and understand how to love your body into a healthy state.
Well, I think this is something that's going to show people the gap that's being bridged we're talking about. You know, it's like we talked in the beginning how we see so many people that are hating themselves into their habits, right? And we see so many people that don't understand how to love themselves into the lifestyle they want. And this is a tool that is going to be those first baby steps. It's going to get you massive results. It's going to show you so much. It's like
There's very little
such
out there.
small commitment to really see the world we're talking about. It will remove the veil. And you'll be like, wow, I cannot believe this is what I've been missing this whole time, right?
It's a whoa
And it's
kind
going
of
to
thing.
show people exactly how to do this, exactly how we're changing the fitness industry, how we're changing the health industry, and how we're starting to take what you kind of already know and changing it into a whole different experience. It's like building on some of the things that you do know, and maybe you don't know. Maybe you've never been in the fitness world. Maybe you've never been super healthy. Maybe you never know how to really work out properly. But either way, whether you're beginner or whether you're intermediate or advanced, this is going to be that thing that's going to totally catalyze a change in your life. And you're going to start to see the world so differently and start to realize that there is a bit of an epidemic in this world of people that are really hating themselves into the habits. So it's important to start to learn to love yourself into the lifestyle that you want. And it's the same thing that this tool alone that we're offering to you has afforded Steph and I the lifestyle that we want to have, where we don't have to spend 2-3 hours at the gym, you know, even a couple times a week to be healthy like the way we want, to have the bodies we want.
Unless we want to.
Of course.
Because some days we really do want to spend lots of time in the gym because we love it.
Yeah, it can be fun.
But then, like you're saying, there's a lot of days when it's just like, oh, cool, 9 minutes, let's do it.
There's a big difference between being, you know, kind of almost like a prisoner to the gym versus like doing it because you really love it and it's easy.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Huge
You know, and we have a child, so we want to spend as much time with our child as possible. And we also like to travel a lot. So it's like when you get out of that rhythm, that routine, what do you do on the road? If you're on the road for 3-4 weeks, if you're flying an airplane, if you're traveling in a car, you know, 5-6 hours a day, you know, what do? This is the thing. This is how we've been able to maintain it for years now. And as Steph said, this is something that most people, they don't really get until it's too late a lot of times, and they push themselves so hard that they're just done. They have nowhere else to turn. And that's what we want to give to you now, is help you avoid any burnout. Help you avoid that place where you're just like lost and floundering. We want to show you how to keep building your body with love, how to create the lifestyle that you love with love, and not just have fun every single day and enjoy your workout, enjoy changing your body. And like I said, this is going to start to, this mindset is going to affect every aspect of your life. You're going to see how to do this in your relationships, in your business, your career. It's really cool. You start to make these paradigm shifts. You're like, wow, I can't believe all the crap I was spoon-fed for the last couple decades.
Yeah. It feels really good to remove shame around your body and workouts and food. It just feels freaking great to,
amazing.
And it frees you up to live more of your purpose, which is what we're all really here to do.
Yeah.
So let's get out of our heads about the workouts and the food and get down to what we were really born to do.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out. Where can they find everything?
I'll put the link for you here to sign up for 9-minute workouts. I also have a payment plan available. You'll see that on there if you need that. So it's available for anybody. But like I said, like this is something everyone should have. Especially like moms, if you have daughters, please give them this resource because they need to learn from a young age how to love their body into health and not hate their body into health. You know, moms, even if your daughters are like 30, 40, like give them this gift. Yeah, everybody should have it. So Shonda says, your mind is a muscle. You gotta use it to strengthen it. Yeah.
It's important. She's right though. You do gotta keep bringing that puppy back to the proper grass and training that mind, training that muscle so that it gets the right muscle memory to literally build your life with love instead of hating yourself into your habits.
Yeah, the best part
Oh,
is
Nanda.
what we're doing here is we're just removing
Yeah.
any feelings of not feeling good about ourselves and realizing
I love it.
that you deserve to have a healthy body no matter what. Like, you missing a workout and you eating something unhealthy does not disqualify you from having the body you want. So,
Amazing. I gotta run to a meeting. I don't know what you got going on. You can keep going if you want. I gotta sign off.
got a lot of work to do today.
Cool. Sounds fun.
Yay. Okay,
Nice
well,
job.
thanks for joining
Drop
us.
some questions in the comments below. And reach out on personal message if you got anything deep you want to get into.
Yes.
And
I'll be dropping the link in the comments below, and if you need a message, put the link. Love
All right.
you.
Peace, y'all. Have a great day.